Visit Oldtown, the jewel of Castor Woods. Come see our historic architecture. Walk along our beautiful city streets. Shop in our local businesses and marvel at our spectacular town hall. Our local residents will be here to welcome you warmly. There's no shortage of Old Town locals waiting to say hello.
I've been on a mission to kill every single zombie in Dying Like the Beast, and to do it all in one life without dying. For the past few episodes, I've been taking on Oldtown, easily the most highly populated area of Castor Woods. Last time, the sheer number of zombies slowly began to drive me mad, and today, things aren't much better. I never really thought I would get sick of killing zombies during this challenge, but I think Oldtown is really testing me. It is so highly populated. It feels like no matter how many I'm killing, that bar is barely going down. We are getting there though. I can see progress, it's just slow going. And I just feel like I'm going to have another day of endless killing. So be it, I guess. That's the name of the game. I had been actively losing my mind for the past few days while trying to restore Oldtown. Since I had arrived, I had already killed 795 zombies, but I was still a long way off actually restoring the region. All I could do was keep going, but at least today, I had a plan. Well, it was originally yesterday's plan that I never had time to do, but I was confident that today would be different. Ooh, okay. Megastore America is right here, it's on my way. Bunch of zombies over there, but if I just quickly sneak in here, probably clear this out very quickly. I had come across yet another dark zone, and since I was so fast at clearing these out now, I saw no problem in having a little diversion. Yes, got him. Right, this is the last zombie in here. Successful little dark zone clearing. I kind of came in here because I'm after the beginner manual pages, but I also don't particularly need them because I don't have any recipes that need upgrading. I do need all of the loot, that is still true, and I definitely need money. So it's definitely worth doing. Oh, intermediate manual pages. Oh, suddenly this is all worth it. Okay, that's really good. Yeah, we can upgrade some stuff. That's actually really good. Oh, that's that all complete then, but I'm still so close to the town hall. I think I am actually going to just very quickly head back and do those upgrades just so our gear's even better, really. It's just going to help out a little bit. I got distracted yet again, but this time it was for a good reason. Back at the town hall, I went straight to the crafting table. The first thing to get an upgrade were my bandages, for obvious reasons. But I also made sure to upgrade my Molotovs, since I used those quite often, and they were pretty unmatched at clearing large groups, which would definitely come in handy today. For now, that was all I could do, so I headed back out into Oldtown to get on with my plan. Barely 30 seconds later though, a nearby convoy caught my attention. Since last time I found a shotgun inside one, I couldn't resist having a look. Might be something fun inside. Last time we got a shotgun, so I think it's worth doing. Alright, that's the last of them. I believe this guy should have my convoy access card. There we go. Alright, hopefully I'll get something pretty nice. I think that's disappointing, isn't it? It's a Skullcracker. It's good damage. Maybe we'll give that a go. Some morphine and some pistol ammo. It's not the worst, but it's no shotgun. That was definitely somewhat of a disappointment, but at least there was another convoy clear, and I could now continue heading to the edge of town. Once again, passing by the dark zone I had just cleared. Right, I am back where I was before, so I can continue now. Let's deal with this little group. That's a lot of zombies. I feel like I'm gonna have to deal with them. What's gonna be the best way to do that then? Group them all up, I reckon. Quite a tidy little group in the making here. Uh-oh, back up everyone, back up. I killed everyone with one Molotov. My God. Oh dear. Should have predicted this. That was a lot of dead zombies and a lot of potentially good loot. So I spent the next few minutes gathering up everything I could. My plan going forward was to stick to the rooftops to avoid having too many distractions along the way. But predictably, that didn't work. For one, there were still plenty of zombies I came across en route, and they, of course, all had to die. But I also managed to find yet another building home to bandits, so I spent a couple of minutes dealing with them.
Personal, man.
That was it. No more distractions. I had a location in mind, and it was time to get there. And even though there were dozens of zombies standing in my way, they wouldn't stop me this time. Oh, finally, I am at the location I've been trying to get to for about like 2 days now. I mean, it is a volatile nest, but that's not why I'm here. We'll ignore that. This road that I'm on here does a little loop of Oldtown. It's slightly further in than the one we did on the outskirts, but this should have a lot of zombies on it, and actually it kind of then starts to spiral in a little bit, and then I think this kind of area here I'll have to kind of go in and do separately, I think. So at least that gives me a good kind of objective. Follow this road, kill every zombie on the way. And I always feel much better when I've kind of got a very clear goal for a day. So, there's a zombie right ahead of me. That's victim number 1. There we go. It really did feel good to have a solid plan once again. The erratic way I had been approaching Oldtown for the last few days had no doubt contributed to my fatigue. But now, I felt like I'd be able to effectively progress once again. But first, I had to deal with an old friend. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh my god, they're back. I thought they stopped coming. Oh no, that's bad. That's really bad. That's going to be a lot of ferals coming my way until I can kill it. I think the best I can do is a Molotov. There it is. Oh, I'm just going to have to fight these guys off until that thing is dead. Oh, that's going to help a whole bunch. Okay, this should be fairly easy. Still not dead. The Molotov did nothing. Any more? I think that's it. I think I got lucky there. I think there weren't too many. It's safe to say that howlers were my least favourite zombie in Caster Woods. But I'd been going for so long by this point that I wasn't half as worried about them as I once was. I was so much more powerful now than at the start of my adventure, and every single zombie in Oldtown was about to find that out. I had spent the entire rest of the day wiping out every zombie along the road. Along the way, I had cleared out another dark zone, netting myself even more crafting materials and manual pages, but now the sun was setting. Looks like I'm running out of time. I'm just going to very quickly loot these guys. I don't enjoy how close I am to a volatile hive, considering how close it is tonight. I don't know why I'm running straight towards it, to be honest. That seems like an even worse idea. Yeah. We don't want to be here when night comes, I don't think. But luckily, Library Tower is right here. I kind of think we couldn't have been in a better place, to be honest. And that means in the morning, I can pick right up where I left off. And there's no need to, like, run back to Town Hall or anything. So that is actually really handy. That was another very successful day, and hundreds more zombies dead. I capped everything off by upgrading even more blueprints, including my throwing knives, UV flashlight, hunting bow, and most importantly, the Chupaga, which would be a game changer the following day. I also made a slight hiccup by dismantling my current hunting bow without having enough feathers to craft myself a new one. That meant tomorrow, I would be hitting the town without any ranged weapons. But as you'll soon see, that wasn't exactly an issue. With all that done, it was time to head to bed. I've been making YouTube videos for over 14 years at this point, and never in all of that time have I seen a community as positive and engaged as the one that I've built with these videos. This Dying Light series takes a lot of work and an absolute ton of my time to produce, and I'm only just one man, but the brilliant response I've been getting every single week makes it all absolutely worthwhile. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you to every single one of you watching this video right now. And if you want to help me out even further, dropping me a like and a comment goes so far to helping more people see these videos. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. Also, if you want to support me directly, you can become a channel member like these amazing people. Freezy, Bryn Sparks, John Whitley, Horatio, Avec Galante, Lost One, and Outer Armpits. These guys are all my Ultra Mega Tier members, but thank you as well to all of my members and everyone else watching today. Now, let's get back to restoring Oldtown. Good morning. It is a lovely day. Good. I was worried it was going to be raining, and the threat level is nearly down to low threat. Today, that will 100% be a low threat, and with a bit of luck, there is a very minute chance I might restore Oldtown today. I actually doubt that. I think it would just be physically impossible to do it all in one more day, but I will do my best. I'm actually a little bit short on weapons today. I've only got the 2 because I broke down my bow last night to build a better version and didn't realize that I needed like a shit ton of feathers in order to actually rebuild it. So now I don't have a bow. So I'm on the lookout for feathers. So for the meantime, my best ranged weapon is the Chupaga, which, to be fair, is pretty great. Oh my god, it really is. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's one-shotting everyone. Oh, I should have upgraded this thing ages ago. That's amazing. Okay, I suddenly have some newfound optimism that this might be doable in one day, especially if I can kill zombies this fast. That's insane. The Chupaga had really come into its own with this latest upgrade. Killing zombies now felt like a literal breeze and massively reinvigorated me to clear out Oldtown. This was going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to take a real quick break from the killing just for a second, because this is actually one of my favorite locations in the game. I call this place the Murder House. I don't know if it has a proper name, but you'll see why. Inside here is literally like creepy as hell shrine. Like, is it to this person? I have no idea. There's a leg on the table. It's all very, very strange. And of course, the circle of candles on the floor and the upside down pictures, and it's all a little bit strange. And then there's like this blood trail that leads through, and I do remember there's sometimes being zombies in here, but they might have already wandered outside. And then it just gets weirder, to be honest, because in the bathtub there is a corpse covered in tiles for some reason. That's an interesting one. And then if we come back this way, it's like a whole area of this building that's under construction. And we have this poor guy in the cement mixer who's got a hammer in his eye. And then in this back room, there's a guy dead on the toilet with a drill in his heart. Yeah, it's a bit strange. I think there's actually one more guy as well. He's over here, yeah. He's face down in the toilet with what I believe is a pencil in the back of his neck. Lovely. I did expect there to be a couple of zombies in here, but I guess not. So, came here more for the sightseeing than anything else. There's a zombie. With that small spot of sightseeing over, it was time to get back to the zombie slaughter. Oh, man. I genuinely feel like I could do with a break from all this killing. There's like 4 more zombies here. Hey, mate. I'm trying to finish you guys off. Right, there we go. Oh, I better loot all these guys. But I did just notice that there's a mission over here, so I might just have a little break, do a mission, get a bit of XP, and then continue. Before heading over to the church, I killed 1 more zombie and looted every corpse I could find. Alright, so what mission is this? I think this is that side mission that I did at the water fountain in the journal. I think this is Killing Streak Volume 2. 4,000 XP, some service manuals, and some money. So that is definitely worth it. And it's only a level 1 mission, so this is literally not going to be a problem. To be fair, I didn't think it was. Considering how powerful the Chupaga is right now, I'm not really worried, to be honest. I think the game can pretty much throw anything it wants at me and I'll be alright. I may have been confident, but this quest was certainly not danger-free. Inside the church was a charger, a spitter, and an endless onslaught of virals. While managing the virals, I took down the spitter with a well-placed Molotov, and the charger fell after a couple of hits from my axe. It was a little bit hectic. It was alright, they barely did any damage to me, but just the endless spawning virals was not very fun. With that quest complete, my short break from killing zombies, by killing even more zombies, was also over. So I headed back out into the streets of Oldtown. I just kind of naturally have ended up back at the town hall, so I'm going to take another quick break and do a little bit of crafting, a little bit of selling, and see where we're at. I do at some point want to grab the Breslau blade, which is actually that sword that's just sat right there. I'm not sure I have a strong enough gun to be able to get it yet, because there are basically all these little like shield things. You see that up there? And you need to be able to shoot them. I don't think I can break them in any other way. But normally you need like either a rifle or a revolver. Just something that has like quite a lot of stopping power. So I am going to have to wait for that. And in fact, actually, I've just noticed the sun's setting. So it is actually a really good time to be back at the town hall. We're here a little bit earlier than usual. But that's not a problem. And unfortunately, that does mean I didn't manage to fully restore Oldtown in one more day. I'm sure maybe it's possible to do tomorrow. Genuinely have no idea. Yet again, another day was ending with me still trying to restore Oldtown. But I was in a good mood this evening. A mood which was about to get even better. Oh yes, that's it. 5 grand. That means I can finally buy the extended backpack. I've been looking for that for ages, and I can basically spend the rest of the money on anything I want. The backpack upgrade would be a huge help, meaning I could carry around even more weapons, even more ammo, and even more crafting resources to help make my entire mission easier. And speaking of crafting resources, throughout the day I'd collected enough feathers for me to rebuild my hunting bow. My new bow, plus the Chupaga, would mean that tomorrow I would make great progress on clearing out Oldtown. and there was even a chance I could restore it completely. But for now, it was time for bed.